Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another round of coffee and questions. What's today's topic? Let's talk about stubby screwdrivers. A lot of electricians use them, but so do handymen and so do people around the garage at home. So let me show you what Harbor Freight has, and I'll show you the two that I own. One is not Harbor Freight, a little bit better quality, but let's talk about both. Let me change the picture. We'll get right to the questions and answers, and we'll discuss it. Okay, so what we have here, it's a new product on, Harbor Freight. It's called the Doyle Electrician Stubby Screwdriver Set, 2 pieces. So I went ahead, I used, that 20% coupon thing when I was out there, and they went ahead, honored it, and gave it to me for $4.79, say $4.80. So that's about $2.20 a piece. Is it a good deal? Yeah. These actually have turned out to be nice little additions to a toolbox that I have that I keep, one of the vehicles. And of course, like everybody else, you got tools at home in your garage or your tool chest, and they may be better quality, but there's nothing wrong with these. I've used them now for a little while, and I don't have any problems with them. Sometimes people talk about the tips of these, because of cheap metal being, stripped or whatever. I haven't run into that at all. It's got a nice soft, cushion grip on here, like you see, that rubberized grip. And all the way around, for the price, I think it's a good deal, these Doyle stubbies. So if you don't have them or anything like that, and you don't want to spend a lot of money on, stubby screwdrivers, this is a good bet for you when you're out there. And just ask them about the 20% coupon. Somebody made a comment, their store didn't want to honor, a 20% coupon on this $5.99. And I don't really know why that particular store would do that to you, but you can always call Harbor Freight, complain, I suppose, or do whatever you got to do, talk to the store manager or something. But the one out where I go, I go in there frequently, like a lot of us do. A lot of us shop at Harbor Freight, of course, and they know you after a while. And so when I come up to the counter, the girl's always nice enough just to automatically give me the 20% off because they're used to seeing you so much. And, well, that's that. Really. So now what is the other screwdriver that I have? And I've had this for a long time. Let me change the picture. I'll show you, and we'll continue with the questions and answers. Okay, so here we go. I have the Klein Tools. Okay, this is the stubby, and it serves both purposes. And I'll show you a picture here in a minute, whether it's standard or Phillips. Usually $16 down to $9.97 ships prime. 39% savings. I've had it for a long time. I've had good luck with this, and we'll go over some of the questions and answers here. Okay, so one of the questions is, what all comes with this? And if you take a look here in the description, it'll tell you, the magnetic nut driver has got 1/4, 5/16. It's got number 1, number 2 Phillips, and it has the slotted, and it tells you right there the 1/4 inch. Compact design, soft grip. Same things as we just talked about. And it's got, the other thing that I like about the Klein is, I can pull this out and I'll flip it around, and let me show you a quick picture of what I mean. All right, so this is just a quick picture showing you what it looks like when it's out of the casing. And you got the Phillips on one end, or you can put another Phillips on the other end, like I said, that it comes with, and you can use the slotted, whatever you want to do. I find it handy, and it's made out of good quality. One of the downsides that people talk about is, hey, that little bearing doesn't hold it in there very well, and it falls out easy. Now, I don't have that problem with mine, and if I were you, I would contact Klein, and I would say something, because Klein is an outstanding company, and they stand behind their products solidly. I don't have a problem with Klein Tools. I've got cable splicers, other things that are made by, Klein. I've had really good luck with them, no problems. And so if you're having an issue with a particular tool, you should contact them. Otherwise, I think that this is a good deal at that price. Let's go back to the other picture. We'll continue questions and answers. Yeah, I understand that these are really handy if you're an electrician, but they're also handy for me. Like if you're in tight to reach spots, and I'll show you one of them here in just a sec, just as an example. Or if you're doing ceiling fans or anything like that, like I replace the ceiling fans throughout the house, this little Klein came in incredibly handy, and I'm not struggling with trying to tighten screws. The bits are stored there. They're stored in the end of the shaft. The shaft pulls out and the handle is reversed to use different sizes. Each bit has a common and Phillips tip. One end of the shaft is 1/4 inch hex and the other is 5/16. That's what I was reading. So, I didn't sit there, and measure everything myself. It's just a really handy tool, but that hopefully answers your question from, a comment that somebody made. What is the length of this thing? It's 3 1/8 inch long. Is it magnetic? No, the shaft itself is held in there by a steel ball with a spring attached to the steel ball. That's how it's held in. Are the bits on the end, the standard and the Phillips, are they interchangeable? So I think what you're asking is, can you, from Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, get other tips for this, whether it's Sunex, DeWalt, Milwaukee, whatever, and will they fit in here or do they have to be Klein? The answer is no, they are interchangeable and you can use other bits. What if I want to get other drivers for it that will fit? What's my best bet? I agree with a comment that was written that you might want to get Milwaukee because they have a lifetime warranty with them. So that's a good choice. Again, on tips, what size, what style? I would just tell you, from what I'm looking at, just normal size tips. Now, I've got an assortment out in the garage and they all work in this stubby from Klein. So, again, choose the Milwaukee ones or whatever you want, but they should work totally fine. Even at this price, why pay more? Well, because it's a higher quality manufactured item. This is a great little tool to have. So in a nutshell, you get what you pay for. This is just all the way around a much better stubby, but there's nothing wrong with the Doyles. I use them. They're fine. It's just that this is just better, and I've had better luck with this all the way around. Can you put hex and torque head bits in this? Yes, you can. Okay, well, look at the overall ratings then. You've got 1,538 ratings. And so, if you take a look between 3-star to 5-star, it's 98% favorable rating on this out of all of those reviews. So while a lot of reviews are written for companies, there's still a lot of people out there that have bought this and they've dropped comments to show you. So this is a great value at $9.97. That's my only point. If you want something that's more durable than possibly the Doyle, but again, there's nothing wrong with the Doyles. So read the reviews yourself, the questions and answers, and you'll see at this price, this is a good deal. I buy Klein Tools. I buy quite a few of them. This video in particular is about stubby screwdrivers, but Klein Tools has great quality, great manufacturing, and I don't mind paying a little bit more for that. So that's the reason why I personally bought them. Okay, so we're getting closer to the conclusion of this. So what would I list as pros and cons? Okay, it's a small size and the bits that come with it are enough for me. And I like the compact design, I like the feel, and I like the quality. What are the cons? Well, it's probably made overseas, which I would rather support USA-made tools, so that could be one of them. And the handle where the grip here is, that rubber handle, it's comfortable, but it's awful short. But there you go. It's a stubby screwdriver for tight places, and it works for me fine. Okay, another negative. What happens when that 5/16 nut driver strips out? I don't really care. Nut drivers are easy to get, Milwaukee or otherwise. So let's switch back and we'll conclude this. Give me just a second. Okay, so again, what about these Doyles? They are incredibly handy. I think I keep them in a toolbox that I have that's more mobile, and they work totally fine so far. So with the discount, this is a great deal too, but if you want something better, higher in quality, Klein's a good way to go. I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe, keep following me, and give me a thumbs up or drop a comment if you know of a better deal. I'll see you folks on the next bargain that I can dig up. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.